Hey folks, in today's video I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to make coffee when I'm out in the woods, be it hiking or camping or whatnot. This is a nifty little gadget. Folks, this is Grey here, and first of all I want to apologize in advance for my voice. It's finally coming back. A lot of you folks out there sent me a lot of well wishes while I was sick. When I put that community post up, I got sicker, and then I finally recovered. Anyways, on to this video. What I wanted to share in this video with you is during the holidays, my wife was always wondering, because I love coffee. How many of you folks out there love coffee? If you love coffee, what brand of coffee do you drink? I'd like to hear down in the comments, especially if you love coffee like myself. I indulge in multiple different brands, but one of my favorites is Cafe Bustelo. That being said, usually when I'm out on the trail, I use a little bit of a device to make coffee. There's all different types of ways to make coffee in regards to making coffee when you're out there hiking or camping, or even at work or on the go, or even here in the home. What I want to show you guys is what I like to use. And I've been using this thing for, I don't know, a couple of years now, but the wife's like, well, how come you've never, shared that with your viewers? Maybe they will find it helpful as a nifty product to take out on the go. Talking about the AeroPress. This little compact guy right here, God, comes in so much handy. It's almost like a French press on the go kind of thing. But if you use it correctly, you can make a good, pot of or not a pot, but a good cup of coffee. Single serve, I love taking this everywhere I go. It's very lightweight, it's all compact, it's an all-in-one system. So I decided in this video, I'm going to show you my process of using the AeroPress. Now, I'm no coffee connoisseur. Years ago when I looked at the AeroPress, there's these very, very specific types of folks out there that are very, very particular on how to make the absolute perfect cup of coffee. Folks, I'm a prepper. I'm just trying to have a good cup of coffee when I'm out in the woods or I'm hiking or doing things, or in a case of emergency, stuff like that. Now, initially I wanted to do this video the other day on Tuesday, but we had a nasty storm roll through, and I was going to do a campfire and show you how I do it out in the woods. Well, that failed. The wind destroyed the audio. It was just a nightmare. And yes, I know I'm rambling, but thank you to the folks that enjoy me having these conversations and giving you a little bit of background on why I'm doing a video outside. And this is not a paid advertisement. This is something I bought with my own money. If anybody's interested and never heard of this and like it, I'll put a link down in the comment, or I'll put a pinned comment and a link in the description for this thing here. But yeah, it's called the AeroPress. It's an all-in-one system, and we're going to go back to the bench and make some coffee and show you how I do it. All right, folks. So let's take a look when you get the AeroPress, how it looks and what you get inside. I mean, honestly, folks, it's such a simple system. So this kind of holds up the top piece in here. This little kind of gadget here carries your little filters and whatnot. So you kind of pull one of these out. I'm going to get that out and ready. Set that right down there. Like I said, it's a very easy process. Doing it on camera I've never done before, so we'll see how that works out. Let me move this up here, kind of show you that. Once you pull this piece out, it keeps all the little odds and ends in here. And this is going to be the press here. Kind of see how that is there. Like I said, this is just a kind of a, what I do when I make coffee. You got a little scoop for your coffee here that it comes with, which is nice. If you're scooping a bag, let's say you have a Ziploc bag out, out your hiking or whatever bag that you happen to take going out there. And then it has like this little stir stick kind of thing to stir your coffee in here, because this is where the coffee is going to be put in here. So you kind of stir that in there. Now, being that I'm inside the house, I'm going to do everything a little bit easier. Basically, I got some creamer there. I use heavy cream. It's just what I like. Out in the wilderness, you kind of use a powdered cream if you prefer. Just drink it black. I got this for Christmas, so we're going to go ahead and use some of that. It actually tastes pretty good. Some Black Rifle just black coffee. The sound there is the water boiling in my little kettle here. So hopefully that doesn't distract you. Go ahead and cover that up. But I figured while we're kind of going over this thing here, I'll have the water boiling and ready to go. So here's that little thing down here. Let me grab that and show you how this works here. Because basically you're going to remove this and you're going to set this filter on the inside of that. Now believe it or not, like I said, this is a very neat little system, and it's, like I said, very lightweight in regards to having it in your pack, you know what I mean, along with coffee. And if you're like me, you just love coffee, I'm going to reattach that to the right spot. Okay, there we go. I was wondering what I was doing wrong, and you can see how that sits in there because this is where I'm going to be pushing through. So that way, so that my coffee that I'm going to be dumping in here, as I press through with this piece here, the plunger system, I'll be pushing that coffee through that filter at a nice rate. And it kind of pushes through that. And it's really easy to get through. Like I said, we're going to go ahead, once this water boils, we're going to go ahead and make our coffee. Now you can go ahead and fill this with the coffee that you're going to use already in this part here. So again, we're going to be using some of this Black Rifle Just Black and try that out. I'll go ahead and fill that. Let me move some of this stuff out the way. I feel like I have a cooking channel here, Grey's cooking channel, right? And I'm going to put some coffee in there. Grab a couple of spoonfuls of this. Now, it depends on how strong you like your coffee, of course. It's depending on how much coffee you're going to put in there. They say that you should only put so much coffee in there, but I've noticed, personally, I've put plenty of coffee in here and I had no issues. But usually I use 2 scoops, just like that. Nice and even in there. And if you want to make it a little stronger, you can get another scoop and put it in there. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit stronger. Yeah, why not, right? I got a lot of editing to do, so we're gonna go ahead and put that to the side. As soon as that water boils, I'll show you how the next process goes with this AeroPress. Let's go ahead and check on that water there. It's getting there. With this little kettle. I've done a review on that. If you guys haven't seen that, it was a pretty fun review. I use this thing a lot. It comes in super handy, especially at work, especially when I was sick, for keeping hot water on hand and for my teas and stuff like that. Very beneficial. All right, so let's take a break, wait for this to boil, and then we'll come back. All right, that didn't take too long at all. As you can see, that water is boiling hot. And just like you would be if you had a campfire set up, you know what I mean, and you were boiling, let's say in a kind of container. Let me reach over here. Let's say you were heating something up in something like this. Same premise that you would pour into there and whatnot by taking the hot water and pouring it into there. However you want to heat up. This is like a little titanium cup that was given to me a while ago that I haven't used, but maybe one day. I just got a lot of these things floating around. But let's go ahead and turn this thing off so we can get this water boiled or poured into the thing and go from there. All right, to make my life easier, basically, folks, I'm just going to use this cup here to kind of pour that hot water in there, just to make it easier to pour in the other part. But you kind of get the gist of it. You don't have to, like I said, out in the field, it's not going to be that complicated. So basically, I'm going to take my hot water, and some people have a specific way of filling this. I go almost all the way to the top. Actually, let me put it over here before I make the mistake, because I've always made this mistake when I first got this unit, is not to put the mug, because this is where you're going to drink out of, down here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my water. Now there's some weird stuff that some folks do, which is like some sort of gravity thing and whatnot. You're going to kind of stir up those grounds to get those oils going for the coffee, because coffee, that's, where you get your flavor, does the oils and whatnot. Stir that up there. Some people will let that steep for a few minutes. See all those bubbles there? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me kind of bring it up closer to the camera. That's usually a good sign right there of all the oils and stuff like that. So just want to stir that up a little bit. Move that to the side. And then folks will wait. So I'll wait a couple of minutes and then come back. Now that we've waited a couple of minutes, which is, seconds for you guys, you're going to go ahead and push this thing in here. And then basically it's like a French press where you're going to push all that coffee down through that device there. Just like that. And that's going to fill that process up. There we go. And as you can see, that's flat. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this off. Knock that off there. And I'm going to show you how easy this thing is to clean too, especially if you're, let's say, out in the woods or whatnot, because it's super easy. But basically, I want to move this over here, get that out the way, show you the coffee itself. Look at that rich, sweet coffee, folks. And then, if you're into it, you want to add a little bit of cream. I like to use heavy cream. Pour a little bit of that in there. It's looking tasty, folks. Looking tasty. And then me, I don't care about a few grounds of my coffee. I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. And there you have it, folks. A cup of coffee. Now, this makes about 8 ounces. Of course, you can do that over again. Let's say if you had a big coffee mug and you want to fill that. But for a nice, quick cup of warm thing to get you going in the morning after, you know, camping out in the cold or whatnot, maybe Rudy should get one of these in one of his camping videos, and he can have some nice, fresh coffee. A little Cafe Bustelo, or maybe some Nutrient Survival vitamin coffee or whatnot. Well, I guess that's freeze-dried. I've never tried freeze-dried coffee in here. But all in all, let me go ahead and take this a sip here. I know it's going to be hard for you guys to get it, but... Oh, that's a good cup of coffee, folks. Anyways, that's how simple it is. Now, some people will use this. If you're on in a situation, you can put this base here so that when you have this whole process on there, when you're doing this process, it kind of has a bit of a grip on there so that it doesn't move around on you. If you're on a slick surface, let's say you're at a campgrounds or something like that, and you're pushing and you're worrying about things moving around, you can put this at the base of that for that coffee. Anyways, let me go ahead and move that to the side. Or maybe if the coffee's too hot, but I've never ran into the issue, you can use that as well. But this is a pretty good, decent cup. And like I said, it's a good start to a morning before you head out on a hike. So how do you clean this thing? Where does that coffee go and stuff like that? Some people may ask that in regards to this system. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this piece here. Move that just like that. Check this out, folks. This is kind of gratifying in a certain way. So, it's going to look a little weird, but this is how easy it is. So you're going to slowly push up on that. Look at that. I don't know how gratifying that is to you folks. All right, folks. So through the magic of editing, of course, everything is nice and clean now. So it's easy to put this all back together. You know, everything is nice and clean. Basically, you would take this thing here, kind of folds up. You're going to put that in there along with the scoop. You're going to fold that on top of there. It's going to sit flush on there. Sit this inside here. Basically, you can put it right here so it fits there, however you want to do it. Then you're going to put this over that top piece there. It's very quick, as you can see. I've done it. It's been almost under 30 seconds. If I wasn't talking, it'd be a lot faster. Make sure it's all there nice and good so it doesn't come out. And there you go. You throw that in your pack, and you're ready to head out. Pretty cool, eh? Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. I'm going to go finish up that cup of coffee and enjoy myself, kick back and relax the rest of the evening, probably after I edit this video. But at least I have a cup of coffee to edit the video with, right? Thank you all for the well wishes. And don't forget, folks, starting next week, we'll be back on Welcome to the Apocalypse with myself and Alaska Prepper. Will be on his channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday. So look forward to that. We'll be giving you all the nitty-gritty of 2024. But other than that, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. I truly appreciate that. And if you're new here, give it a subscribe. Check out the rest of the channel and hang out with the Grey community. Other than that, folks, again, the AeroPress. Really love this thing. And remember, folks, you are not alone. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound. God bless each and every one of you. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.